Hey everybody, Dr. Phil here. So this is going to be a video on business management systems in the context of the broader MIS management information systems context. So let's start by talking about business management systems. So what do we mean by business management systems? So these systems seek to increase management efficiency by capitalizing on the technological advances made in the areas of management. Now, as capabilities improve, the expectations of these systems accordingly increase. Business management systems need three major components in order to provide the services expected by today's managers. So there's really three. So these include number one, a database management system, typically abbreviated DBMS. Number two, a predictive information system. And then number three, a decision-making information system. And I think the number three, maybe think more of that as a decision support system, because that almost makes it sound like the system is making the decision. That's generally not the case. It's usually the manager that's going to make the decision. The system's just going to support the manager in that decision-making process. Now, the database management system, DBMS, serves to store and classify data that would be useful to the manager. A DBMS accepts inputs, provides for input verification, stores data, allows for data searches, queries, and allows managers to create reports. Now, decision-making information systems integrate the DBMS with the predictive information systems to assist managers in making decisions. Decision-making information systems are designed to work with a limited number of inputs and unknowns, and to provide managers with a statistical analysis of likely outcomes. Most of these systems provide a recommended course of action, allowing the manager, of course, as I said before, to make the final decision. The system should be used to support the decision, and guide the decision, but the system should not be making the decision, in lieu of the manager, if you will. Now, when managers decide to use business management systems, they need to make several decisions and ask themselves questions such as these. Firstly, how will the new system interact with existing systems? Number two, is the change worth the expense and impact on employee morale? And number three, where will the new system be housed? So, as an example of this type of system, and a very common one actually, human resources management (HRM) systems. So, human resources management as a as a topic refers to the strategic use of employees to allow organizations to operate efficiently and gain competitive advantage, and it focuses on scanning the environment to determine future human resource needs, examining the business to measure current HR capabilities and shortfalls, recruiting, hiring, training, retaining, compensating, appraising, promoting, reassigning, and firing employees, and finally, managing employee grievance, absences, sick days, and paid time off days. Another example of this would be an inventory usage, so inventory management systems. So modern inventory management systems focus on inventory optimization. This includes accurate determination of the reordering point and the order quantity levels. A reordering point identifies when stock needs to be replenished based on the sales or usage rate and the logistics timelines, i.e. the lead time. So the goal being, as soon as they run out, more inventory arrives. This can then trigger automatic reorders or provide data to inventory managers to allow them to more accurately place orders. A JIT, just-in-time inventory system, is a strategy where materials, components, and products are ordered and received only as they are needed for production or sales. And think about that name. It makes sense, right? JIT. The stuff arrives, just in time. Now, a customer relationship management system, a CRM system, seeks to manage a firm's interactions with customers using analytics and data analysis to identify the most valuable customers and target future customers. By tracking consumer behavior, focuses on the consumer experience in order to attract and retain customers, with the ultimate goal of increasing sales, market share, and of course, profit. CRM is also used to promote strong relationships with suppliers and other colleagues. What about business process management, BPM? So business process management streamlines an organization's activities to prevent backlogs and inefficiencies. Modern BPM systems can work with structured and repeated projects, or with processes that are varied and less predictable. BPM includes program management, unstructured processes, and variable processes. So the 5 steps of BPM, and we'll examine each of these in a little more detail, are as follows. Number 1, examining the design of the process. Number 2, modeling the process. Number 3, running the process. Number 4, monitoring the process. And number 5, initiating process improvements. So step 1, process design. So the process design step examines processes and breaks them down into their individual components. This can be done with existing processes or desired future processes. In this step, analysts typically storyboard the processes in an attempt to view the entire system prior to investigating each component. In step 2, the modeling step, this provides decision makers with recommendations when shortages or excesses occur. Analysts use flowcharts and other tools to depict the workflow, the sequence of operations, and the decision points. By examining each decision point and the inputs around which each decision is based, analysts model how each decision would change depending on input variation. Once the process has been sufficiently modeled, the entire process is written using software called Business Process Execution Language, BPEL, so that it can be run in a BPEL engine. And step 3, process execution. Once a process management engine has been designed, modeled, and written in a business process execution language, the process engine can be run. This is called the execution step, and it provides managers with real-time executable decision-making, as well as the ability to play the sort of the what-if game by changing input variables to kind of see how that affects the outputs and how that may affect their subsequent decision-making. And then step 4, business process monitoring. After the business process engine runs, managers track the individual components of the process as well as the process as a whole so that the performance of the engine can be measured. This step allows for business activity monitoring, commonly abbreviated BAM, as well as allowing for predictive business process monitoring, in which managers input variables into the system and track the changes to process output. So that kind of speaks a little bit about that what-if analysis we were just discussing. And then finally, step 5, process optimization. So when bottlenecks or excesses are identified during the process monitoring stage, managers adapt the processes to enhance process performance. This is known as the process optimization step. By identifying potential slowdowns or savings opportunities, the process optimization step allows managers to create a continually improving process. After the improvements are implemented, the process is again executed, and the results of the implemented changes are again analyzed. And then data science and big data analytics. So I wanted to touch on this briefly in this video because you get a lot of questions about, what is data science? So think of data science as the study of using data stored in databases, some math, some statistics, again, sort of multivariate statistics, and programming to discover patterns and insights for business decision making. Big data analytics refers to the technology and processes you used to gain intelligent, usable information from these databases. And then data visualization tools are used to convey meaning from big data and analytics to managers who need to make decisions based on this data. And then business intelligence. Business intelligence, we sometimes abbreviate this BI in the context of data visualization tools. So business intelligence, BI, and associated big data analytics have no value if it cannot be interpreted and presented effectively to decision makers. One of the most important features of any BI system is its data visualization tools. Now, nearly all BI software platforms have a dashboard presentation that displays an overview of the data that's presented. Most dashboards offer a scroll over feature that allows the user to dig deeper into aspects of the analytics. And a couple of very popular, or one very popular data visualization program is called Tableau. All right, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all in a future video. Take care.